State of Texas is willing to pay big money to tipsters who help solve cold case murders. The Texas Rangers Cold Case Unit has 10 open cases in the South Texas region. Channel 5's Leslie Aguilar spoke with the family of one of the victims. She's in our Hidalgo County newsroom with more.
Right now, Texas Crime Stoppers is offering up to $3,000 for tips that lead to an arrest in any of the DPS cold case homicides. An Edinburg native, Ronaldo Garza, is on that list, and his daughter hopes the reward will help bring new information to light.
My father was kidnapped from this property here 28.5 years ago.
A decades-long search for answers, all stuffed into 2 binders.
If this is my investigation, imagine theirs. Theirs is like double or triple this size, you know. I have a deposition, I have private investigator reports and things, and I have come to different conclusions that were not followed up at the time.
Lena Garza is now putting faith into the Texas Rangers Cold Case Division. Her father, Ronaldo Garza, is now listed on the DPS Cold Case website. He was last seen on September 6, 1988, leaving his house in a 2-door white Ford truck. Garza remembers seeing her father in the middle seat as the truck drove west on Wisconsin Road.
At the time that I saw them taking him, I didn't know he was being kidnapped. I thought, you know, he'll be back later, and that wasn't the case.
Her dad's body was found that November in a field north of Edinburg. No arrests were ever made, no suspects were ever made public.
It was labeled drug-related, but there was no evidence of that. There was just speculation, and he was thrown under the rug. He wasn't investigated properly.
Garza hopes after 28 years, someone's conscience or that new cash reward will finally bring new information to light.
I'm hoping that somebody out there is willing to share their information, even if it's anonymously, you know, to try to get this solved, to help a daughter put her dad to rest.
Garza believes those with answers are still alive and still in Hidalgo County. To be eligible for that cash reward, you have to call the Texas Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is 1-800-252-8477. All tips are anonymous. Callers are given a tip number instead of giving a name. We'll post a link to all of the cold cases on our website, krgv.com. In our Hidalgo County newsroom, Leslie Aguilar, Channel 5 News at 6.
And there are several other cold cases from the valley on that list. Some of those include the murder of Candace Fletcher Mora. She was found stabbed to death in her Harlingen apartment in 1973. Her 2-year-old daughter was also found in the apartment unharmed. In 1984, Kim Leggett was abducted from the Ross Cotton Gin in Mercedes, where she worked as a secretary. Her body never recovered. And in 2002, Enedelia Benavides and Michael Jason Bunkaloo were found shot dead in a trailer house in Edinburg. Both victims were deaf and mute. They had moved to the valley from Houston.